Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Scary Shit.
Lucía como una persona encorvada que vestía una túnica con capucha puntiaguda.
When this planet may no longer be habitable.
By a killer who's become known as the Night Stalker. A killer who apparently
Míralo, ahí está.
Lives under a nuclear sword of Damocles.
Opportunity to forge a new world order. When we are successful, we have a real chance at this new world order.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Scary Shit. And it's actually the first time. Well, not the first time. It's been a long time since we filmed at our house. Right now, we're at our house. We're filming at our house.
We're in the comfort of our humble abode just because George isn't here. He isn't able to be here.
George is at a Laker game.
He's at a Laker game. Lakers.
He got a chance to go to a Laker game tonight. He was like, I'm going to go. And we're like, that's
Well,
fine,
it was
bro.
just to celebrate his birthday. It's not his birthday today, but his birthday's on the 25th. But he wanted to go
Celebrate early. Yeah.
His dad wanted to celebrate.
So
for
he
him,
went and we're like, why the fuck are we going to drive all the way to the studio when we can just film at home? We don't have to. We have the equipment here. Might as well do it here.
You know what? We brought back the shirts.
We brought back the shirts too. Since we're home, we can just wear them now.
Yeah, right.
And you know what else too? I feel like it's gonna be more scarier here because we're living here.
Yeah, honestly, I was watching one of the videos that I was looking at for scary shit, and bro, I was low-key like, I was fucking terrified just watching. I was like, what the fuck?
I know, because
It was kind of scary, bro. Because I'm in my room at night. And I'm
yeah,
like,
because usually when we go film like at like locations or at the studio.
bright, or when it's at a studio and it's bright, I'm like, yeah, it's not that scary.
Yeah, it's not that scary. Or we film somewhere like, oh, we're leaving all the energy there and we're coming back home. But this time we're like, we're bringing the energy. We're opening doors.
We're bringing
here
the energy
at our house.
to our house. And lately, I don't know about you, but mom and dad have been telling us that there's been weird stuff. Yesterday, they were telling us that there was weird stuff. Remember that cup there that was up there? It fell down. Not that cup, but there was a plastic cup up like in a fridge. It fell down, and then I think it was they're just hearing weird noises.
Honestly, this is the first time I hear about this.
What?
I haven't heard anything. I know.
Swear.
Mom and dad they don't tell me shit because you know how I get.
It's because you're a weenie.
I haven't heard. The only things that's scary that's been happening to me is it's scary in the moment, but then it ends up being funny. Like, remember with Luna?
What'd you do?
Remember, Efren has a cat named Luna, and it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. Me and Efren were out here in the living room. We were writing scripts for somebody, and I was like, all right, Efren, I'm gonna go to bed. He was like, all right, good night, and I went to go lay down. I have 2 wiener dogs. I have a wiener dog named Chulo and Chula. And they were laying down next to me. They both like to lay like literally right next to me. Like one on this side, one on this side. And I'm laying down and I have a ramp next to my bed so they can climb up because wiener dogs, they can't be jumping. They have to be on the ramp. So, and every time you step on the ramp, you hear like the cracks on the ramp. So I'm laying down and I hear something stepping on the ramp. And I'm like, and I have my eyes closed. I'm like, what the fuck? What's that noise? And I hear the ramp stepping. I hear someone stepping on. I'm like, oh, it's the ramp. It's probably one of these guys. And I'm like,
Hold up.
hold on. They're both right here. Who the fuck is stepping on the ramp? And I was like, okay, it might be nothing, It might be just a creak or something, So I'm laying back down and I'm trying to sleep and I hear it again. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I get scared and I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be worried because none of the dogs are like alert, They're not like looking
They're
around.
not tripping, yeah.
They're not tripping. So if they're not tripping, I'm not tripping.
Exactly.
So I lay back and then I hear my chair. I have a chair next to my desk and I hear it like move, like shake. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, fuck it. And I get up and I look and it's Efren's cat, Luna. She was in my room. And she was the one stepping on the ramp and jumping all over my desk. I was like, Luna, what the fuck? And I get up and I grab her and I take her to Efren. I knock on Efren's door and Efren opens it. I'm like, here's your cat. And he goes, oh, there she is. I started laughing. I was like, bro, you don't even know where the fuck she was.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I thought I had lost her.
So yeah, that's the only thing that's been going on. That's what I mean when I say like it's scary, but it's funny. Like I'm scared in the moment, but I'm like, oh, okay, that's what it is. That's what that noise is.
You've never encountered anything scary here, huh?
Here at the
like
house?
at all?
Outside, there was that one time I told you guys where I was driving and I saw a black like figure in the corner of the street, and I was distracted by it, and then I fucking ran into the gate because got distracted by it, and then when I looked back, it was gone.
I always thought that was an excuse.
Of why I ran into the gate?
Yeah, I thought you were making excuses.
No. I remember did see something in the corner, and it was like a little like black figure, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And it was the time when we were getting robbed here in the street. So I was thinking, oh, it might be something like that.
Yeah.
And I hit the fucking fence, and yeah, that's probably the only scary thing that I encounter here at the house. But the only things I ever do encounter here is just like, or I hear things is from you guys, like from mom and dad and you, like when you guys hear stuff.
Yeah,
I personally never felt anything.
I've been hearing a lot of shit, dude. A lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think
I've heard a lot of stuff, and I've seen a lot of stuff, especially like out these windows. Like these are the glass windows that we've always talked about.
Oh yeah, that we see things,
And,
or that you see things.
It's like these glass windows, and it's like,
Isn't
I don't
that
know, just like just in here, like this sala, it just feels like I see shit, man.
Yeah.
Our fucking house is like.
Isn't
full
it
of
crazy
shit right now.
sometimes, like when, like I don't know if other people can relate, like you're home, you know, and then you hear things and you see things in your own home. That's like the most scariest thing ever, because you're in your comfort. You're in the comfort of your own home, and you're hearing things.
Remember
and
Shane
seeing things.
Dawson? He used to he used to make videos of like his house, and his house was like a 2-story house. It was like not a mansion, but it was like it was a rich person house. And he said it was haunted, and he was always like not afraid to go to sleep at night, but he was always like, man, like
Cautious.
like going to sleep at night, because there was always stuff like moving downstairs, or he would hear like weird knocks or people downstairs, footsteps and all that stuff. And that just had me thinking, like, man, imagine living alone and that's happening to you. Like, imagine like you're living in a big house and you hear all that shit, bro. To me, it would be like torture. It feels like torture. Like living in your own house and you just can't be comfortable because of some shit like that.
I think the way I think of it, of that situation, I think as a YouTuber or as an influencer.
Like, damn, that's content.
No, not even that's content. Like, think of this. A lot of people don't think about this. Like, they only think, like, they only see the video, they only see what happened in that moment, but they don't think after. You know, I do. So I'm like, Shane Dawson might have had filmed the whole thing in this house, finished the video, and stayed at this house still because he lives there, and then wake up the next morning, edit it and everything, and like editing and seeing all that creepy stuff that's going on, be like, damn, this is in my fucking house, and then upload it. You know, that's like the other way of thinking. Like, dude, it's just fucking happening. You know, that's what I think.
Yeah, I always thought, like, man, that's fucking scary, especially like a 2-story house. And you have to go up, down the stairs, man, and like you like at night.
Yeah,
at night you have everything's turned off, dude.
And then remember that one time we caught the ghost on the video that like shouted out rock by us in video. So remember how we almost cut that part out?
Yeah,
I always think about that, like when we watch scary videos together and then, like they show the figure walking and stuff. I'm like, how the fuck did they catch that? Like editing or like, you know, how did someone catch that in the video? Like me personally, I would have cut some shit out. Like I cut stuff out, and I feel like I probably would have cut a ghost out on accident, and I didn't know.
I think I mean that's what we do, or that's what I do when I'm editing the scary shit vlogs. Like I'm always like, all right, let me leave this clip a little long just for you guys, the audience, can see like
Something's going on.
what it like, because that's always the fun of it. Like when people caption shit, I always found out fucking like awesome. Like when I would like go to timestamp and like to like a video that's like a haunted video of like people like you know, adventuring haunted places. And he was like, oh, at this number like this happened. I'm like, and you can see it happening.
Yeah,
That's fucking awesome.
let's get into the videos and the scary stories. So for this first segment of the show, you know how we used to read our fans' scary stories? We haven't done that in a long time. We just been going.
We do like the D down discussions.
We do, yeah.
Get down discussions.
Get down discussions, and we haven't read anybody's stories lately. So what I did is I went back to our DMs and I checked some of the emails and I read some of the people's scary
You
stories.
checked out the emails?
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do that whole email thing, but yeah, go ahead.
So I checked them out,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna read 3 stories from our fans. We haven't done this in a while, so I'm kind of excited. So these are 3 stories from our fans.
Are you gonna read all of them, or
I'm gonna read all 3 of them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put your guys' username here.
Ooh.
All right.
So you guys are getting a shout out too?
Yeah, because I don't want to fucking say your guys' name because I'm gonna butcher it. You guys ready? These are you guys' scary stories. All right, we're gonna read 3. And if you guys want us, you know, send in some scary stories, send it over to the Kickback crew. Send it to me or to Efren, whoever you wanted to read it. Send it to us and we'll read it for you guys. We're gonna start doing that again because I
Yeah.
miss doing that.
I miss doing that too. It's just
So
scary.
this story I read, it was pretty creepy. All right, here we go. You ready? In August 2009, my dad's grandfather was in the hospital due to being sick. He unfortunately passed away, but my father was in the hospital saying goodbye while my mother was in the car waiting for him. And when my dad got into the car, they waited there just talking, and they were parked in the open parking lot. They looked up where a hill is, and they saw a woman with long black hair running in the hospital gown. They thought maybe a patient escaped for something, but my mom started to shake out of nowhere, and my dad was getting chills, and they seen the woman levitating and her arms out and floating in the air in a circle, and they prayed very quickly and left, but they remember it so vividly.
What? Like they saw a lady fucking flying?
So they were in the parking lot. So this is what
like
I
a
understood from
parking
this.
lot or parking structure? Like
No.
a parking lot, like
So
right?
this is what I understood. They were in the parking lot.
Yeah.
They look up and they see a woman in a gown, like kind of levitating, floating, like flying in a circle.
Whoa.
And they say they remember that shit vividly. And she's in a hospital gown.
Ooh, she's not like in those like. Oh, I
'Cause-
like that. That's cool.
Yeah, because they thought that maybe this person escaped.
Yeah.
But then they look up and they say they felt weird from it. Like they didn't, that this doesn't feel normal.
Did they mention that they were like getting out the hospital, going to the hospital?
No, they just said parking lot. So I'm assuming they're in the parking lot hospital. And they seeing something like a fucking lady flying around or kind of floating.
That's trippy.
That's fucking creepy.
That's crazy because like they said who was there?
So it was his dad visiting his grandfather at the hospital because he was sick.
Oh, so they are at the hospital.
They're at the hospital, and his mom is waiting in the car for his dad. So
Okay.
when they get into the car, they're waiting in the parking lot. And they're just talking, chit-chatting, maybe talking about what's going on. And they look up and they see a lady in
So
the
it's
gown.
his mom, his dad, and him.
No, not him. He's just telling the story from his dad, the way his dad told him.
Oh shit! So only his dad and mom saw
And that's what it's saying. They remember that thing so vividly
together.
together.
Wow.
That's
Dude,
creepy.
imagine you see it like. I don't know. I can't. I'm trying to just picture how that would look.
I'm just trying to
How
think.
like how high was she? You know, like they said that she was flying. Like
Mm-hmm.
how high? Like they said they looked up. How high was she?
They say they looked up the hill.
Oh, it was up a hill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm confused now. They're in a parking lot.
They're in
There's
the
a hill
parking
next to
lot.
it.
They look up the hill
There's a hill next to the parking lot.
and they see a lady in a hospital gown thinking that she escaped the hospital.
Oh fuck.
And they see her levitating and going in circles.
Oh,
and they got
shit.
chills from it.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Now it makes
Now it
sense,
makes
right?
sense.
Yeah. So they're not looking at the hospital.
No.
They're looking away
they're
from
not.
the hospital.
They're not looking around the parking. Right. My mind was okay. They're in. The
I know what
parking
you're
lot,
thinking.
They're looking up.
Yeah.
No, but they're looking like from a distance. They see a fucking a bitch in a gown,
Yes.
and she's floating like she's levitating. She's not like flying.
She's levitating.
levitating.
Yes.
So they can see her off the ground, not fucking walking. They see her
Yeah.
just levitating, like
And
one-
kind of
like that
going in
witch-
circles.
like that one witch video, right?
Yes.
Oh shit.
And
dude.
they
That's a trip.
got chills. They
Yeah.
got chills from it. They said they didn't feel right from it.
That's a trip.
And they
dude.
remember it vividly. That's the thing.
That's a
remember
trip.
that. They
Yeah.
remember that super well. Remember that story mom and dad told us.
Mm-hmm.
They went out to the club. As they were leaving the club, they saw a cloud of a fucking shadow fly out
like
of
a
the fucking
black cloth.
Yeah,
like
flying-
it looked like a black, like for you know what it looked like
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, like
the fucking the mentors.
the mentors.
The way they fly. He just flew out of the building and flew out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now that's something that's crazy.
But you know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of shit. Cause you know what I'm thinking of, cause we're at home right now, so it's making me think again, like seeing a lady in a gown. I don't know why, but that just reminded me of when Edwin, our older brother Edwin.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck did you hear that?
What?
Oh, that's a cops. I thought I heard a lady screaming outside.
Oh.
I'm
I mean,
fucking
I heard the
tripping.
cops. I was like, are you hearing
I heard a
something
lady
else?
screaming.
Okay, now
Okay,
you're
but-
scaring me.
Yeah, now I'm fucking tripping because there's a window right here, bro. I'm fucking looking at it.
Okay.
But like what I remembered was like Edwin, our older brother Edwin. We have an older brother named Edwin.
Talked about this on the first episode.
We talked about it on the first episode, huh?
the first ever of the podcast.
And what episode we're on? Shit, I don't know. But yeah, like that reminded me of like when our brother Edwin, he would sleep on a bunk bed in this room. That he shared a room with my other older brother, Raul, shout out Raul and Edwin. Raul was in the bottom bunk, and Edwin was the top bunk, right? In the top bunk, there's a window. So the window, keep in mind, like this whole wall right here was just a wall. The window was up there, right? Like 4 slots of windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And it would go around the room all the way to the like the end of it, but not like the one where they had the door. And that window right there led to the backyard.
You can see our backyard through the window.
See our backyard, but that backyard, like that window, it didn't go like you couldn't see directly in the backyard. It was like a garage, like almost like a
shed.
A shed. It was a shed, so you can see outside the shed through our like the backyard. I don't know if you guys understand that, but I'm trying to make it like, you know, just so you guys can picture it. So just picture him sleeping down, and he's looking to his right towards our window, right, and he sees a lady, old lady, right, looking at him, just straight up, just looking at him. Was she laughing?
No, he was just looking at him, and he freaked out. Yeah,
and he freaked out and he screamed, huh?
And then they told my grandpa, and they told my dad and my mom, and they went outside.
They went outside.
And
keep in mind that
window's high.
That window's high as fuck.
You have to get on a table or a ladder to look into.
You have
the
to
window.
stand on another person to look over that window. And my grandpa, he went out. He was a military man, and he went out with a gun and he checked out, and he saw nothing. And the house was like right next to a Carl's Jr., so it could have possibly been a homeless or something, but to leave that fucking fast, because they booked out of there, right?
Yeah.
They said that they went outside really fast. My grandpa was a fucking gangster, so he went out.
He don't play around.
He don't play around,
who's
man.
Here, you know.
He did hours and hours waiting for a mouse and a fucking
with the
and a
gun,
sniper,
yeah.
like a pellet gun.
You want to tell that story real quick?
Well, yeah, my mom is afraid of rats or mouses, and I guess there's a rat in our restroom, right? And there's like this little area, like a little closet area in the restroom, and it was hiding in there, and it had nowhere else to go. It would either stay in there forever or come out eventually. You know, it had to come out. It had nowhere else to go. My grandpa knew that, so my grandpa, he's a sniper man. He was in the military, like I said, and I kid you not, stayed there for hours and hours waiting for that mouse. And we're like, bro, this guy's like crazy.
And
like,
it was late at night when he was doing it.
It was super late. And all you hear is just like that little pellet gun just hit. And I guess like he got him. He got him. Like he stayed up like all night just looking at it. Like he did not move and he got him.
Yeah.
Like I said, my grandpa was a gangster, so he went out there. Nobody was out there.
That's crazy.
It was night. It was dark as fuck. So it was, to me, that's the most scariest shit I would ever.
Here's another story.
I want to see.
Here's another story. Ready? This person actually named this story. Hey guys, I have a story for the next scary shit. It's called The Smiling Man. It was around like 10, and we got home from a party, and we were walking home. It was me, my dad, and my mom. And we were walking, and we see a man all black, and the creepy thing is he was smiling, and he was following us. And my mom was telling him, what does he want? And he said that he wanted to come in, and my mom said no, and he left. But he was looking into the window and smiling. We called the cops, and they never saw him after that. So I feel like this is not even paranormal. This is like serial killer type of shit.
Yeah, he's a creep.
Like looking into the fucking, like he's in your fucking yard looking through the window and he's fucking smiling. Yeah. The smiling man.
Damn.
First of all, why are you guys walking home from a party? That's pretty crazy. I would have been driving. That's me. I would have been like, all right, let's get the fuck in the car.
How far was that party for you to be doing all that?
To be walking, you know. That's crazy.
Maybe the guy knew where they lived, because if it was a walking distance to the house, maybe he saw it was the mom, right?
Yeah, mom, dad, and himself.
Yeah, walking.
That's crazy.
Home, or going to the party, and he waited for them to come back out home. Damn. I don't have much to say about that one. I don't know if it doesn't remind me of anything just other than like the Smile movie.
Oh, the way they smile?
Yeah.
It depends.
That's how I'm picturing.
You just got to picture how he was smiling, how creepy his smile. Think of the most creepiest smile you could ever think of, and then picture that in your head. And then picture that you opening your window and you're seeing that man standing there smiling with the creepiest smile ever. It gives you fucking chills. Give us your best scary smile.
Me? Mm-hmm. I think a scary smile is like you smile really wide. Oh my god,
that's scary. No, that was fucking scary. Go ahead.
I can't wait until you fucking cut that, because it's gonna be me talking and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, it's gonna be you doing that shit. I think mine would be like Your eyes gotta be really dead.
Mhm.
You guys gotta be really dead. All right, that was cringe.
Yeah, that was pretty
My
cringe.
bad, my bad, my
I wasn't
bad.
gonna say anything. I was
feel
like, I'm
like
gonna let it
I
be.
feel like one of those furry, blue-headed girls.
I have a cousin that has an imaginary friend, and when he was a little boy, he visited my grandma, and he was playing with my uncle, and one day they catch him talking to a wall. Anyways, it was late at night, so he had to go home. My grandma was using the restroom, and she saw a little boy standing next to the restroom, and she said, "Go to bed," and he did. The next day, my cousin went to go visit her again. Turns out that little boy was my cousin's imaginary friend that he left him there.
So what was the grandma thinking about?
So, I don't know. Maybe the grandma was just so deep in her sleep.
Maybe the grandma thought that maybe like she had thought that her grandson, right, was still there.
Yeah. So, the crazy thing is, told him to go to bed, comes back, and the kid says, "Oh, I left my imaginary friend here. He stayed."
Bro, stayed at night.
That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, it's like, oh, shoot, your imaginary friend. That's actually crazy. Like, sometimes imaginary friends are kind of like, it's not even an imaginary friend. They're just fucking demons or something like that.
Sorry. But what's crazier to me is like that's interesting to me. Like you can leave.
What a coincidence.
No, it's interesting to me that you can leave imaginary friends.
It's crazy that they follow you.
What if like, I mean like, no, I'm like thinking like it's too much. Like I'm just thinking like, what if like a lot of kids like get out of their imaginary friend phase because they moved houses or something.
Who knows?
Or like they go like to school and they leave them there, or they go to like an area and they leave them there.
Who knows? Who knows? We had a story one time. Remember that one story?
Which one?
The one where mom said that we were sleeping together, and we were sleeping, and then all of a sudden
We shared a bed. We weren't weirdos.
yeah, so we were sleeping, and then all of a sudden, like, she leaves the room and she comes back, and there's a blanket on top of us.
Oh yeah, when we were little kids.
Yeah,
huh?
when we were little kids, and she was like, "Who the fuck put a blanket on us?" She asked everybody in the house. No one said they put a blanket on us.
But we were wrapped
We were wrapped up in the blanket.
because we were little ass kids. We were like wrapped.
Yeah, we weren't like just someone just put a blanket over. Like they like tucked us in blankets and stuff.
That's crazy.
And to this day, they still don't know. They still question like, what the fuck was that?
I mean,
you know?
they used to say that I used to have an imaginary friend, right?
No, they said that you used to see my grandpa's wife around the house.
No, but I remember Marlene, or they told me that I would say weird shit about like imaginary friend or something like that.
Really? I don't remember that. I remember you saying that you would see my grandpa's wife or our grandma.
I remember them saying that you used it. Fuck. Let me call mom real quick.
¿Qué pasó?
Hey, mamá.
Hey, papi.
Nomás estoy recordando, porque yo Ángel estamos hablando de cuando, como niños, cuando tienen como amigos que imaginan,
¿Imaginarios?
imaginarios.
Ujú.
Y yo me recuerdo que o alguien me dijo que yo tenía uno también.
Tú y Gordo tenían uno, ¿verdad, Frank? El de Gordo se llamaba Charlie. ¿El de nene cómo se llamaba?
What the hell?
Tony, creo, ¿verdad?
Tony. I had a homie named Tony.
El tuyo se llamaba Tony.
Órale.
Pero tú lo mirabas en el cuarto de tu abuelito y el Gordo lo miraba en el cuarto donde vivía Marlene.
Oh,
Él se
shit.
llamaba Charlie. Charlie para acá, Charlie para allá. Y tú mirabas a Tony en el cuarto de tu abuelito y cuando tu abuelito se iba, tú tenías 2 años y tú decías, oh, Tony se fue con mi abuelito, mira, iba arriba en el carro con él. Ujú.
Yo, that's crazy. Just,
Sí, cuando no encontrabas un juguete decías, oh, yo creo que Tony lo agarró. Y Tony es para todo, Tony. Pero Tony no pasaba para el cuarto de nosotros, era de con tu abuelito para allá. Porque el cuarto de nosotros nunca dijiste que
o sea, nomás era en el cuarto de mi abuelito. El cuarto de oscuros.
Sí, nada más ahí. Nunca dijiste que lo mirabas acá o que venía para acá. Siempre decías, oh, no quiero pasar por el cuarto de mi abuelito porque ahí está Tony, no quiero jugar con él.
No way.
Sí, y Gordo siempre estaba por donde quiera, Charlie.
¿Y cuándo se me acabó eso? Que ese temporada que yo
Como
tenía de amigo.
Como a los 4 años, más o menos. Y luego mirabas a la esposa de tu abuelito, a Queta, decías, oh,
Yeah.
mira, ahí va mi abuelita. y no, tú no la conocías. Lo único que había una foto de ella, la que siempre estaba ahí. Y dices, oh, está mi abuelita, ahí va con mi abuelita. Y te dije, ¿cómo es ella? Y me dijiste así como era ella. Y te fui, te enseñé la foto, te dije, ¿es ella? Oh, sí, ella es, me dijiste.
Y Ángel me dijo eso, que yo, sí, porque yo no sabía eso. Ángel me dijo que yo miraba a la esposa de mi abuelita.
Sí, te mirabas que andaba con él siempre. Decías, él sí, ella siempre está ahí. Y anda en su carro. Y Tony está ahí también, decías.
Órale, ok, mamá, gracias, te voy a dejar, ok.
Ok,
Bye, bye.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Okay, you see,
You heard all that
did-
shit's fucking crazy though.
I didn't know that.
Wait,
I
did
didn't
you
know
hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, what's more? I think I have like a couple things
Okay,
to say about
here's
that.
the thing.
I have a couple things to say about that. Hold on.
First of all, the names are weird.
Yeah, the names are weird. Charlie, remember that one trend? Charlie, right there.
Yeah.
Charlie's a weird name, and that room that mom was saying about Charlie supposedly being in that room that Marlene used to sleep in, that little one.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what Marlene said that she saw
She kept seeing
a lady
in the room. Wow.
carrying a baby. That's crazy.
I'm a little
bro.
quiet because
That's
like
insane. Dude.
I'm quiet because I'm already connecting all the dots.
And
Like, it's all making
remember,
sense.
Dude, this just fucking scared me.
It's all making sense now.
I remember like grandpa's house. I remember grandpa's room. My grandpa's room was super dark and never had the light on.
Mm-hmm.
The TV was always on, and my grandpa always had like these Catholic candles and all these like Catholicism.
It was a weird like.
It was just a very weird vibe. Like it had like this like Catholicism imagery everywhere, like pictures of like saints and all that stuff. And to me, I thought it was like creepy when I was younger. And mom was saying that I used to like not want to go in there to play with Tony, my boy Tony.
Yeah, from the paranormal movie. Yeah, that's what I was like tripping. That's why I'm tripping on the names, bro. That's why I was like, dude, that's from the fucking movie, and then Charlie from the fucking trend. Damn, bro, you're weird, bro. You've been having this since you were a kid, bro. I don't want to fuck with you no more, low key,
bro. Tony, my boy.
I didn't know
Tony.
this.
I had
Damn.
a homie named Toby.
Maybe you're right.
Tony.
Maybe we should have mom on the podcast.
Wait, no, but the paranormal one was called Toby.
Was it?
I think it was Toby.
Yeah, it was Toby. It's Toby, and yours is Tony. Oh, okay.
Well,
Why
it's
the fuck you
similar.
hanging out with somebody named Tony, weirdo?
My boy Tony Stark, Pastor Tony.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
No, but like that tripped me the freak out. Like when mom said that shit.
All right, guys. If one of y'all family members has an imaginary friend, I want you to go out to him and I want you to punch the fuck out of them and be like, get your shit together.
You know what tripped me out? Because in that story they said that the kid supposedly said that he left his
imaginary friend
and I would say that my grandpa took Tony
with him.
So it's possible. So that's the thing now. I didn't know that. That was an interesting.
The crazy thing that kind of creeped me out a little bit was like, I don't want to go over there. Tony wants to play, and I don't want to play with him.
I don't want to play with that fool.
What kind of play?
I don't want to play with him.
How would you play with him though?
Get out of here, Tony. Shit, I don't want to play with you.
That's why I might be the guy who fucks with you at night.
Low key, yo, fuck Tony, huh, Angel?
All right, well that's all three of the stories that I have.
That was
that last one was pretty crazy, only
Yo,
because we that's it. But hey, that's it. That's all the stories
that was
we
good.
got.
That was good stories. That was
yeah.
Good stories.
Well, now let's get into the scary videos.
Oh man, I totally fucking forgot that. I'm already fucking scared, dude.
You're more scared because it happened to you.
Yeah, I'm tripping the fuck out because I don't even know if that motherfucker named Tony is in my room now. Shit.
All right, so I'll go first with the scary videos. Ready?
Okay.
I have this video. This is actually pretty crazy. This video is 3 minutes long. Okay, and the backstory to it is really fucking creepy. Like you can see the fear in this person. Like, you can see it. You can see it built up. Okay,
It's 3 minutes long.
It's 3 minutes long. So here, I'm gonna tell you the background of it first.
Okay.
So there's this lady. Okay, she's a nurse, and she works at a hospital, right? And this hospital does social media. They do videos to market their fucking hospital. You know, marketing and stuff, right? So they do Instagram reels and TikToks, but they do videos of them showing them hospital things. Like, oh, this is what happens when you do this and this, the difference between this medicine and this medicine, or like when you do a surgery, this is what we need to wear, this is how you wear it, things like that, you know? Giving like tits and stuff like that. Nothing paranormal. They give tits to other nurses or other hospitals or other doctors that are trying to get into that field, you know?
Cool.
It's like educational.
Solid.
They posted a video. This is the first time they posted a video that's nothing compared to that.
Nothing
it's
to
like
do with all that stuff.
Nothing to do with education. This is pure paranormal. Okay? So this lady was in a room and she was doing a comparison of this medicine, Like, what's the difference? And she kept messing up in the video. She's like, oh, my mind's going blank. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna start all over. And she starts all over, and she starts talking about the medicine. And she looks over like this, and like she looks, and like she freezes. Like she freezes. And then she's just like looking, and this is when I say like the fear, like you can see her like breathing heavily. And she's like,
Genuine fear.
Genuine fear. Turns out that, you know how the hospitals have that little door, like a little window?
Like a little slot window, like
little slot, like the whole door is
triangle or a rectangle.
No, right there. She said that she saw somebody looking through that window, and when she took a glance, she saw the face and looked away. She looked back and she saw the thing run away. Whoa. And she was the only one on that floor. You know? And then she gets scared, and she grabs her phone and she tells somebody, like, hey, I just saw somebody on the floor. Come with me. And they go look for that person. And they said that they saw it go into the restroom, the women's restroom. And the women's restroom is shut down. It's locked. You know?
Out of order.
So she leaves her phone there to make sure, like, maybe I'm gonna leave my phone here recording. Maybe this person will come out. And she tells this person, like, hey, can you come out here? It's okay. You know, just reveal yourself. And nothing happens. She's like, okay, I'm gonna leave. Be yourself. She leaves. Nothing comes out. And then she comes back. She grabs her phone and she's leaving. And then she closes the door and she sees the figure run by the door again. And she catches it on camera.
No way.
And it's fucking creepy, bro. It's so fucking creepy.
All right, let me see this shit.
At chromic catgut, the difference is, I'm so sorry, my brain. Okay, here we go, back. Okay. So here we have two different kinds of sutures, polypropylene monofilament and chromic catgut. The difference between these two is that this one is dissolvable and it's animal derived. And the sutures last anywhere from 60 to 90 days. Literally tearing up right now. I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. Can you please just show yourself? Just give me a sign. Do whatever you want.
what was meant to be a simple lesson on sutures had turned into something out of a nightmare. Tiffany writes that she had caught a glimpse of a figure standing at the window, which then quickly fled away to the other side of the hospital. It was brief, but terrifying enough to put Tiffany in a state of shock.
Crazy, huh? Crazy.
That was intense.
That's crazy because, like, you can see her fear building up. Like, imagine she saw the face. She saw it for a glimpse, and then it runs away. And then everybody else see what the fuck she saw on camera.
Wow.
Now that's something I believe. Now I think that's real.
I think that's real too.
Because, like, from all the stuff that you do, you know, content wise and stuff, and then this is the one thing that's like out of your fucking range.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking crazy.
She mentioned, like, in those captions, she was like, this restroom's out of service, but I believe it's haunted.
You know, to say hospitals is one of the most haunted places too.
It's like one of those, like, what's that called? It's that center point. It's like that.
It's like, you know, something's gonna be there.
Yeah, because that's where people go and, like,
die and
they
stuff.
die. Like, it's just damn. Fuck.
Like, just
That
bad
could be a
energy.
soul,
You know,
man. That could be like a soul, like, lost.
that's crazy, huh? When I was watching that, bro, I was like, wow. Imagine being her fucking shoes
That
right
looks
now.
genuine.
That looks genuine. The thing that kind of
that figure doesn't look like it's a person, a hoodie, or anything. It looks like a shadow passed by it. And it's impossible for a shadow to do that and look that pitch black.
So for me, when I saw that, I was like, okay. The one part that got to me, I was like, okay, this is real, and I know it is. That shock, like, her in disbelief, like, yo, did I just fucking see that? And you can see her stomach, like, she's like kind of starting to breathe a little harder.
You can see her shock. Like, you can see, like, this happened before and she saw it again.
I think everybody has gone through that in their life one day. Just that shock, like, what the
I've
fuck?
done that. That shock happened to me when I looked at the thing crisscross.
Oh yeah,
that fucked me up.
Yeah, so that's my video.
Wow.
And it's fucking creepy.
That's good. I think that's real.
Yeah,
I don't think that's fake.
I don't think that's fake. I think that's real.
It has no reason.
It has its
for
aura.
it to be. It has aura. It has no reason to be fake.
And she's literally crying. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. If you guys work in a hospital, send us some, like, crazy hospital stories if you have any.
For sure. Send us some hospital stories. That's fucking insane. This one, I don't know. This one genuinely felt like I was watching a movie. I don't know if it's real or fake. I haven't done too much research on these guys. I saw a video. Shout out to Nuke Top 5. I just wanted to rewatch this one again. And it's these guys. I think it was in I don't know. It's in somewhere in Asia. I want to say Korea or Japan, one of those. And they do haunted, like, adventures. They go to abandoned buildings and stuff like that.
This is what they do.
And that's what they do. That's their series. They go, like, investigate in, like, haunted areas or abandoned areas. And there's two of them, and these two guys visit a haunted apartment. That's what it is, an apartment. It's an abandoned apartment. Abandoned apartment. And it's two of them, like I said. And what they do is they go together, but they separate. And for this video, they separate. One has a camera. It captures what he saw. And while they're recording, and they're separate, they're on the phone. And one of them, I think his name is Gaichu. Or Gashu. I don't know. I'm butchering that name for sure. He goes separately, like I said. Another one goes the other way. And this guy, he says, there's captions. He says that I think this is where the owner used to live. And when he's recording what he sees, I kid you not, this felt like the most intense shit I've ever saw. Like he hears shit. He walks towards it, and he sees, like, stuff up here. It's I just need to show you. It's fucking insane, bro.
てか多分ほらオーナー男性って言ってたでしょ。これどう考えても離れってもうオーナー宅じゃない？っていう。だからちょっとお互いその見つけた部屋を調査す。何の音今の？え？何の音？
どうした？どうした？ しもし。
誰？
誰？
え？え？
どうした？
誰かいますか？大ちゃんちょっと待ってね。
大丈夫？
大ちゃんちょっとこっち向かっててもらっていい？
ああ、分かった。
すみません。すみません。
どうした？大丈夫？
Wow. That shit's gonna give me nightmares.
That shit was fucking creepy. Watching that shit, dude, I was in my room alone.
Bro, the suspense to it.
The suspense, right?
The suspense is
just him looking around.
Dude, Loki, it could be like out of a movie scene, Loki.
I was looking at it and I was like, damn, I need to write that down and put that in the movie.
That's fucking creepy. The way he looks up.
The way he looks up and there's somebody looking down at him. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you hear the noise that it made?
Yeah.
Like it was like.
Yeah. And he looked up and he's like, what the fuck?
That's
crazy.
Did you see the feet in the mirror?
Yeah. Do you think it's real? Do you think it's real?
I don't know. I don't know how these guys work. I don't know if these guys are real or not.
But it's creepy. You got to give them that.
Yeah, it is creepy. They're called. If you guys want to check out their full channel, they're called Clip Store Officials. I think they're Korean, Japanese. I don't know. I might have gotten that wrong. Not too familiar with that language, but those guys, that was intense. I don't know about you, but just him. He was building up that courage of going upstairs, which is big balls to him, anyways. But like he went up there, and just him up there, like looking around. I was like, bro, somebody's gonna pop up and fucking, just like I don't know. I thought I was gonna see a face or something.
I was gonna say, dude, that's fucking creepy.
And then he like when you see the feet, you hear like a noise, like another like another moan. That shit was fucking creepy.
Fuck.
Never mind. I don't even want to watch it again.
Don't watch it again, bro.
No, let me hear that noise again.
Dude, when I was watching, I was like, dude, I thought something was gonna like when he turned around, I thought something was gonna pop up behind him.
Yeah, that's why it feels more realistic. Cause I don't know, like I feel like if it was fake, they would want it to build more like they would want a more bigger scare, like a face. I don't know. It just feels like more realistic to me.
It's crazy how like the house was built.
Hear that noise? And it's looking, and it was looking like down at you, like it was going, and and it was looking down at you. Imagine looking up and you see a fucking face like that, bro.
Just looking down and going,
Like you just, no, bro, no. I'm good, bro. I'm good. That fucked me up, bro.
Yeah.
That fucked me up.
Ooh.
You have another video?
No, those are all the videos I had. I had that video and then I had the stories.
I have this video. It's pretty cool. So I got it from a TikTok from a guy that goes by the name Chris Monkey Maker 777. This video was taken, I think it was in Colombia, I believe. And his mother is recording this family dinner that they're having at their house, and they capture what it seems to be an apparition crossing the camera. And then later on, I'll show you the video of him explaining it. It's a little longer, but he runs it down. He gives a rundown, and we'll translate it for you guys like in our English, but he breaks it down of what it is and how it's impossible for that being to pass by that camera. So check it out.
Ya estamos aquí en la merienda. Tamalito con chocolate, queso, pan y mantecadita. Buen provecho para todos. Marta siente. Usted le va a tomar la foto a los.
Okay, so I see it now. I see why. Right? I see it. Yeah.
So people are saying that so they call it el fantasma real de niño captado en cámara, en el cámara. So they're saying it's a kid that they saw passing by, and I don't think he explained that there's no kids, but I'm guessing that there's no kids in that house. And if there was a kid, I don't think it would be that fucking transparent.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's transparent.
Shit. Look at that shit.
You can see
through their head.
The guy. Like you can see like the guy's leg and everything through that figure. You get me?
Yeah, and it's not even like camera. It's not even like camera unless this kid has like a fucking hole in its head. Look at that. It's like transparent throughout the whole thing. Yeah. It's not like the cameras. It's not a camera wipe. It's like transparent throughout the whole thing, dude. And look how weird it moves. It moves like every ghost. Every real ghost move I've ever seen. Just one motion, no bounce. It's just like if it was floating.
Wow, that's crazy.
And look at what he says.
Actually, that's kind of crazy. I never thought about that. Yeah. How ghosts move. It's just quick. Just
one straight motion. Yeah. And he says, Casa de mis padres, donde ocurrió el evento de niño / a fantasma, al final video en cámara lenta. Oh, that he just shows it in slow motion. But he's basically saying that this is the house and this is where that event of the ghost that was caught on camera. And he's basically explaining that this is the setup of how my kitchen looks, and that it's physically impossible for somebody to move right where that thing was moving, because there's an island. I don't know how. It's like
it's called island.
Like a countertop, right in front of the mom. So check it out.
Se encontraba un primo mío, aquí otro y allá otro. Ahí hay un computador, si no me equivoco. Esa es la sala, aquí está el comedor. A este lado hay una pared, unas piezas por donde no sabemos por qué se dirigió hacia allá. Y aquí es el mesón. Estaban diciendo que el niño sale debajo del mesón, pero es imposible. Entonces si ustedes miran el vídeo, es como si lo hubiera atravesado aquí esto así. Les muestro otra perspectiva. Así es el mesón. Entonces, aquí les muestro desde otro ángulo. Ese es el espacio. Pues la verdad vamos a buscar algunas cámaras o algo para mirar a ver qué otra cosa sucede. Es bastante extraño.
Dude, that's fucking impossible.
I can see it now. So I can see what you mean now. Yeah, it is.
It's kind of impossible.
It's impossible for a kid to fucking run through it. And he's explaining it right.
He's explaining
He's
it.
like, dude, just don't like.
People were saying
I'm
like,
not faking this shit. Look, like
he was like, oh, the people were like, people. I guess he was saying that people in the comments were like, or for people that didn't understand Spanish, he was explaining that they were having a cousin gathering. His cousins were sitting in a table, and as he points to the table, he just shows off where the people were at, and he points to the left side of what was on his left side, or his mother's left side, because she was the one that was recording. His mother's left side was just a wall. And he explains, he says, I don't think there's no reason for anybody to be rushing through that like to that area, because there's literally nothing right there. There's like nothing right there. Like if you were to run that quickly, it was like you're gonna hit a wall. So he said, I don't have no idea. He was like basically saying like, I have no idea why that apparition was moving that way, because there's literally nothing there. And he literally points, like he records where his mother was standing, exactly where he's at. And he explains as he shows off like the counter in the room in the kitchen, that counter was fucking huge.
Yeah.
You saw it. That counter was huge as hell. He said that people were in the comments were saying that, oh, the kid came from underneath the table, which they think was a table at first, but it was a countertop.
It's a counter, yeah.
With like big ass, like, area that you can't go in or out of. And he later explains that he's like, that's impossible. Like it's physically impossible for somebody to move through that area because of how close that countertop was from moving right to left, and how his mom was positioned and all that stuff. They would have saw it.
Wow.
Yeah. I think
it's real.
This is a 10 out of 10 episode.
I think that's a 10 out of 10 because
this is a fucking real.
It's like saying like, oh, an apparition came from here to over there. Like how? Like, you can't physically,
This guy explains how he feels like his house is haunted. He's been capturing this for quite a while. He wrote in his caption of his post, it says, I'm so glad I was able to capture this moment on my security camera. You are not only able to hear the laughing and crying, but you can also see what I was able to see as well. My security camera was able to capture the moment as well. Watch the full video and witness everything for yourself. This guy's sleeping in his room.
Okay.
And he has a camera in the corner and he's recording.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. And right in the beginning, right off the bat, you hear laughter and crying, like he says.
Ooh,
and a lot of shit goes down. So watch this shit.
What are you doing here? In the name of Jesus Christ, I ask you to leave this house this instant. In the name of Jesus Christ, I ask you to leave this house. What are you doing here? Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
Whoa, hold on, bro. What the fuck was that? What was that?
I don't know.
That thing that blew up.
What blew up?
The thing that made that noise. Yeah.
That was the door closing.
That shit sounded like an explosion. What the fuck?
I don't know this guy's story too much.
That's crazy, dude.
I think he investigates shit, and he's
that makes sense. 'Cause I was like, why the fuck does he have a camera in his room just recording? I don't know why people do that, but if he's trying to capture something, then that makes sense.
There's been a lot of encounters. Like I'm seeing like a lot of his videos, and I guess there's like been a lot of encounters.
But that one's creepy.
But that one fucking creeped me out because you can hear the laughter. But I didn't know what he was talking about when he said I see. You can see what I'm seeing.
I don't know.
I couldn't see it. Now I'm looking at it like even more closer. I don't see what he was talking about.
Damn. I like how the first thing he does is start praying. He's like, yo, you don't belong here.
Dude, because like that scream was pretty
that scream is like terrified scream, bro.
That was a scary scream.
I would scream like that too. Some shit happened like that to me too.
I don't see what he sees. Maybe people, if you guys can see what he sees, I can't.
What
see
he's talking about?
Yeah, I can't see what he's talking about. But yeah, that one tripped me out.
Yeah,
that one tripped me out.
I'm seeing it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Imagine that shit happens to you. Like, I don't know, like a door fucking slamming like that on you,
or a fucking window shattering.
Yeah,
because I thought the window shattered or something.
No, the door slammed hard as fuck.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
That was pretty crazy.
That's a good one. That was a good one. Well, thank you guys for watching Scary Shit. I hope you guys liked this episode. You know, hopefully this episode was good. It's a little different. It was in a comfort our own home.
Felt different. Also, it was just me and Angel.
Yeah, so I also remember, like, after this shit, we got to go to bed. And, like, we're living here. And I'm actually kind of feeling a little creeped out right now.
My room's that way with Toby. Tony.
Tony. The announcement I wanted to say before we close, we're actually start a new show. We're going to start a new show. It's called The Crime Lab.
Yeah, if you guys really like this episode of me and Angel talking about scary shit, then you guys will love the Crime Lab, because that one's gonna be hosted just by me and Angel. We decided, we talked to George, and he I don't think he has time for to entertain you guys like that. But
so this show is called The Crime Lab, and it's about us going into deep up on unsolved cases, serial killers, and like things like that. You know,
we're deep diving. We're not. This is scary shit. We react to videos where we just talk about haunted story. We bring people on here where they talk about their scary stories. Read your scary stories, and we've talked about, you know, crime stuff, but we never
really going deep into it.
We just mention it and we talk about it. And a lot of you guys also like get pretty upset at us because we don't do our proper research. Well, we do our proper research, but we
don't go deep into it.
We don't go deep on it.
So
and we're on the fly, bro. Like, we're just looking at it. And we got to get quick, like, get out of here quick sometimes. And, you know,
so
we want to get, like, really deep.
So this is going to be about the crime. Is going to be us going deep into these cases. You know, we want to drop it same week as Scary Shit. So we want to try to post 3 times a week. A podcast, Scary Shit, and a Crime Lab video. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. That's going to come in probably this month or next month. Right now we're still working on the studio for that and the production for that. So hopefully you guys like that. It's a whole new show we're going to do. It's going to be really dope. It's going to be a different vibe than the Scary Shit and the regular podcast.
Yeah. Is it going to be like podcast format, or is it just going to be like more like a video format?
A little bit of kind of video and podcast format.
Yeah. So if you guys like that type of videos, I'm sure you guys will fucking love it.
Think of it like this. BuzzFeed, but Kickback Crew style. Something like that. Yeah, and it's going to be on the Kickback Crew channel. You guys don't have to go anywhere else. Just stay here.
You guys don't have to pay for it, nothing. It's right here just for you guys. We're going to entertain you guys as much as possible. We're going to do our proper research, all right? We're going to give you guys images, videos, documents, all this shit, eyewitnesses, court cases, fucking all this
police
shit.
Reports, everything.
Police reports, all that. We're going to give you guys the most of the most.
So stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys subscribe and make sure you stay tuned for that. So it's going to be really dope.
We're going to drop our first case, and we're going to say which one we're going to talk about in a couple
weeks. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll give you guys the first case, the name of the first case we're going to talk about. We don't want to talk about it here yet. We just want to get you guys excited for it. If you guys really liked me and Angel doing this alone, you guys will love it. Doing it alone, just talking about crime.
Make sure you guys subscribe and have a blessed week. Make sure you guys use our code SEATGEEK Kickback Crew to get 20% off your first purchase of tickets.
Yeah, because, you know, if you guys can't find it, we changed our bios. Now you guys, please, if you guys want your tickets in the most easiest way possible, and you want $20 off your first purchase on SEATGEEK, use our code. Don't use anybody else's code. Please use our code Kickback Crew.
And of course, please subscribe to the Patreon for more exclusive podcast episodes and, you know, other things that we talk about there. So
follow us on Instagram at Kickback Crew. Follow us on TikTok as well at Kickback Crew, and give us your best stories, our best scary stories. We love y'all.
Peace.
Breach.